This tutorial is going to show you how to do dove's eyes. You do dove's eyes at the same time as your needle weaving. So if you look at your pattern, it will show you where the dove's eyes are going. This is not from a pattern. So I am going to put dove's eyes here and here and here and here, sort of just in a diamond pattern. So I need to put a dove's eye in this hole right here. I've gotten to the point where it's time to do it. I have 3 sides of the needle weaving done. I'm on the 4th side, and that's when I'm going to do the needle weaving here. Now, since I'm doing the needle weaving in this hole, I'm going to go away from the hole first. That's going to be my first stitch. Just go in the opposite direction. And I'm going to turn it because I like to go up and down. I'm going to do half of the bar. So I've been putting about 6 stitches in. So I'll do at least 3 to get halfway. Okay, so I'm at halfway. This last stitch, I'm going to go towards the center. And now I'm going to do my dove's eye, and I'm going to go back towards where I came from. So since my stitching is coming this way, my first stitch that I'm going to make is back towards where I started. So since I came from the left, I'm going to go to the left, and I'm going to go in the hole and up through the center of my bar on the left, and I'm going to try and hit dead center of the bar. And I'm going to pull it fairly tight. Don't like yank it, but you want it to be pretty snug. If you do it too loose, then the dove's eye, it doesn't look very good. So now I'm going to go through this hole that I just made in between the thread and the fabric, and I'm going to come to this bottom one and go right into the middle of the bottom one, up from underneath. And I'm going to pull it again fairly tight. Okay, now I'm going to go same thing in through this hole. I'm going to turn it so I can reach it. I'm going to go in through the hole in between the new thread and the corner of the hole, and go to the next bar right in the middle. Pull it fairly snug. You can see that dove's eye beginning to form. Now this last one is a little bit tricky. You're going to go underneath, but then you're going to come back up. You're just going to pass it underneath. Okay, this last one, we have to weave around this thread, and if we were to just pass up through the bottom like we did on all the other ones, it won't weave around this thread. So instead of just coming up through the bottom, we're going to go inside this hole, that first hole we made with the thread, and then we're going to come back up through the bottom. And pull it snug, and there we have our dove's eye. That's what a dove's eye looks like, this kind of square crossed thing in the middle. And then I will weave the rest of my bar. So my first stitch again is going to be away from the dove's eye. And then I'll just go, oops. I'll go back and forth until I filled up the rest of the bar, and then I'll go to this next one. Now, I need to put a dove's eye in this hole right here, but I can't do it yet because only 2 sides have been done. So I need to do this side, and then when I get to this 4th side, that's when I'm going to do it. So I'm going that direction, which means I'll start that same direction. I'm going to turn it. All right, so I am to that next bar. Now I've got 3 sides done, so this side I'm going to do that dove's eye right in there. So first I'm going to go away from the hole where the dove's eye is going to go, and then I'm going to needle weave half of the bar. Okay, I'm at halfway. Now, remember, I'm going to go back towards the direction that I came from. So first I'm going to go through the hole and up underneath in the middle of the bar, back towards where I'm headed. Now I'm going to go through. So you can do the dove's eye clockwise or counterclockwise. You just have to go the direction you were coming, you go the opposite. So since we were coming in from the right, we have to go back to the right. So we're going to do counterclockwise. So now I'm going to go counterclockwise through this hole I just made with the thread, and then up through the middle of the next bar. Okay, now again, down through the hole and up through the middle of the bar. And each time you're kind of pulling it taut. If you find that it's not taut enough and you don't like how it's looking, you can just kind of tug on one of them and then pull the tension through. Okay, last one. I'm going to go down through, but then I'm not going to go up through the middle of the bar yet. I'm just going to come up, because I've got to go down through this first hole and then go up. And pull it till you feel like it looks good and finish weaving the rest of the bar. Okay, now here I've gotten to a point where I can't go straight to the next bar. If I was to go here, my thread would be pulled back with the tension. I don't want to do that. So instead, for this last stitch, I'm going to come around to the back and I'm just going to weave it through this bar, that cluster block, I guess, and this cluster block, which will get me back to where I need to go, which is right here.